Hi Libra. My intention is to do a sort of collective love reading with Libra in mind, but I want to do a quick announcement. Hopefully by the time I have these videos posted, I will have my email and my Instagram up on my page, so that way you can message me. But I am offering 10 openings for free readings to kind of get some extra practice underneath my belt. First come, first serve. Yeah, I think that's it about what I wanted to say. So yeah, let's get into it. First, I want to kind of cleanse the cards. I just got done with Aries, so as I was telling Aries, I'm thinking about doing 2 readings each time I read. I don't know what my schedule is going to look like. I tend to be somebody who loses hope and gives up on things sometimes. And yes, I know that's not a very good thing. You have to stay persistent when you want something. Ah, that burned. Interesting. And I think I'll be using the Raven's Wand Oracle for you. But let's go ahead and get into it. As I found out in Aries reading, it's probably not a good idea for me to try and decipher the message immediately as the cards come out, because towards the end it kind of all came together much better, and I really drug out the reading more than I would have liked. But practice makes perfect, right? Okay. Oh, also, I am using the Line Strider Tarot. And as I said, I'll be using the Raven's Wand Oracle for your Oracle pull at the end of this reading. Okay. Please feel free to tell me about how this resonates for you in the comments as well. I'd love to hear it and read about it. Compare notes, see how it aligns or resonates. Four of Wands, Eight of Wands. And I may have to pause to spend a little time with the cards. I do get feelings from them, but sometimes I have a hard time mixing it with the meaning of the card. So that way it all kind of flows together. We've got the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I did say that my intention was for this to be a collective love reading, right? I don't remember. So I am sorry if I get repetitive, but I'm going to make sure my points across has gotten across, I guess. Okay. What does Libra need to know in regards to their love life? That card wanted to come out, so I'm going to look at it. Ooh, Two of Cups. looped around. The Chariot. You know, I'm seeing a theme of duality in Aries reading, I noticed, or the theme of duality kind of popped up for a little bit when I was working with how things sort of felt. And when the Two of Cups flipped up and landed back in the deck, I noticed that the card beneath it kind of wanted, like, seemed like it wanted to jump, but it didn't go nowhere. It was the Ten of Swords. So I wonder if that could be speaking to like the ending of some really heavy, hard times. Let's see what came out. We got the Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Ooh, and this is really scary. Okay, so this is going to be a side note. Eight of Pentacles. All right. Oh, let's see so far. First card that came out was the Queen of Pentacles. I might need to pull something else to see about that. When I see the Chariot, the reason that I said something about duality is because two aspects of yourself pulling in two different directions. And I saw that in Aries reading as well, with a couple of cards. But willpower to kind of bring them together and get you where you're going. Willpower, determination. Queen of Pentacles. I'm having a hard time getting something from this Queen of Pentacles. I might have to look up and see what that has to say. Then we have the Seven of Wands. You see how there's a goat, or billy goat, I don't know, standing on top of the rock, and he's got all of these other animals that are kind of pissed off about him being up there. This could speak to competition, people trying to knock you off your feet. I don't know what your spiritual or religious beliefs are, or what you sort of subscribe to. Personally, I think that there is sort of like an energy. How do I explain my beliefs? I don't know. I guess you could say like a creator, an all-knowing energy that is everything, everywhere, all at once. The universe, I suppose you could say. God, to me, it's kind of all the same thing. But there's a man that I like to watch. What's his name? PMJ, Pastor Mike Michael, Pastor Michael. He has a YouTube page called Rock City, something like that. My brain is absolute doo-doo at the moment. But he was saying, oh man, I'm having a hard time thinking of it. He was saying something about how it's not coming to me in words at all. It would be one of his last 2 sermons, and they happen every Sunday. If you're curious what I'm trying to talk about, I think it was last Sunday's. Actually, it was a little bit of last Sunday and this Sunday. He does like a part 1 and a part 2. If you're up to it, if you're trying to figure out what it is that I'm trying to say, because I have no idea how to put it into words right now, about how sometimes when you're up, people trying to knock you down, and how you have to have like spiritual intelligence in order to overcome it and not become reactive to it, and to know that it's a sign that you're coming up. I don't understand how that fits right now, and I don't know why I'm going on that tangent, so don't mind me. Sometimes miserable, oh my Lord. Miserable people don't like to see other people kind of come up, so they'll try to knock them down. Anyway, I want to pull a clarifier for this Queen of Pentacles and kind of get back on track. I'm sorry. All right. What can you tell me about this Queen of Pentacles here? Okay, that's, yep. What else does Libra need to know? Alright, thank you. The Nine of Pentacles being at the bottom of the deck. From what I remember from this tarot deck's meaning book, the Nine of Pentacles, the woman on here is said to rival all of the queens, the way that she carries herself. She's loving, she's nurturing. She carries herself with diplomacy, integrity. She's very well put together. She's got this air about her. And I think that's funny that that comes out as I was asking about the Queen of Pentacles. So maybe, let me see. Oh. I might need to pause. Oh yeah. Two of Cups. Are you going through a time where you're going to have to figure out how to not react to what's going on around you? How to keep moving even though people are trying to bring you down? Because we have what landed on, wow. Oh, my butt hurts. I don't know how this is going to fit into your love life. You'll have to let me know. Please do, because I'm confusion. So we have Strength in the Ten of Pentacles. Oh my God, that sermon is popping into my head again. If you let these people who are unhappy with you being up here and moving towards your goals or what it is that you want for yourself, if you let them distract you, you can't let them make you fall. Wow, I am really struggling with my words right now. You need to keep this image of 10 of Pentacles in your mind. Holy foggy brain. You know, I have all of these images in my head and all of these descriptions or interpretations floating around, but I am struggling to bring them all together. This reading is very jumbled. This reading is very jumbled. My mind is very jumbled. Give me a second. Like there's no beginning and no middle, no end to this reading. It's just little flops of information here and there. So I'm going to recommend getting balanced, coming back to this refined state. This top-notch person who, no matter who's shitting on you, excuse my language, I'm sorry, I cuss sometimes. No matter who's trying to get you down, no matter how confused you are, you're connected to this inner vision of your 10 of Pentacles. What is it for you? Oh man, I'm still very jumbled. I am very sorry. And I did tell you that we got the Strength card, right? Heavens, I am feeling messy up here. Oh, yeah. Getting stable within your emotions. You're gonna I think that's funny that I have such a messy mind and this reading is so messy. Detached. Okay. Sorry. Oh my god. Still all over the place. I hope that this is making sense to you because I feel like I am making a knot, creating a knot. A woman with intricate energy flowing through her head and into the darkness above. Meditates on the spheres approaching her. I need to pause for a second. I need to get my thoughts in order. Okay, I'm back. I think that I have a little bit of a better grip on what's going on here. The Two of Cups flipped out and landed back in the deck, which can speak to partnership, or it can speak to you coming into union with yourself, you know, because I had spoken about duality and bringing two aspects of yourself together in order to make it through a situation. not leaning too far each way, either way. And what's popping into my head is maybe somebody who would react harshly versus somebody who would lay down and sort of take the beating, I suppose. The chariot speaks to making it through a situation through will and balance, determination, but also staying level-headed, which makes a lot of sense now that we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a very balanced individual. She's got her shit in order and she handles herself well as the Nine of Pentacles, which speaks to the success that comes from that sort of self-mastery, staying balanced, taking no shit, but also conducting yourself well, given these sort of difficult situations, which this card kind of landed right in the middle. So all of this stuff kind of surrounds it. Seven of Wands speaks to conflict, competition, or work conflict, or backstabbers. And towards the end here, the last stuff that I pulled, we got the Eight of Swords reversed along with the Queen of Swords. The Eight of Swords can speak to denial or feeling stuck in a situation, but I'm blanking on what the Queen of Swords, she's not ruled by her emotions. She's very emotionally detached. She's got her sword here to cut to the heart of the matter, clear and concisely. See, all of these cards, all of these women that came out in this really, really speaks to being balanced within yourself, regardless of what's going on. Being honest with yourself. Clear. Like I said, taking no shit and not laying down in it either. Conducting yourself with, I know I've repeated myself a million times, but and these two cards showed their faces in the deck many times together. And they were underneath the abundance that comes from self-mastery. Is this a test? Is there some sort of test going on in your life right now to see how you handle yourself, how you react? Are you going to let these people knock you off of everything that you've been working on? Or are you going to stay strong and continue chasing after your Ten of Pentacles? What abundance means to you? The house, the happy family, the happy dogs. But with this being underneath and this being a reading about love, and the Two of Cups, really makes me wonder. Give me another second. I need to, because the Four of Wands makes me think of, why does it make me think of commitment? It's making me think of commitment. I don't know if there's like a quick incoming coming together because of how you chose to carry yourself. That's what I'm seeing. Because if we start becoming reactive to the people trying to knock us down, we lose sight on what really matters. It distracts you. And there's something that you're striving for, reaching for, something that's really important to you, something that you want more than anything. Okay. So maybe this Two of Cups moment is connected to how are you going to choose to carry yourself? Is this going to continue to be your focus, or are these miserable people going to become your focus and essentially become your downfall? Wow. That, I am really sorry if you have a hard time sticking around for this reading. I'm finding myself quite nervous that both of my readings aren't going to be something people want to stick around and watch because of how jumbled I was. So, bear with me. Come back. I will get better, I promise. And then I need to figure out how to make this your thumbnail. Because this is what's possible if you keep your eyes on the prize. Oh, that sermon that Mr. PMJ gave. Obstacles, or what's the other word? It was just in my head. Okay, maybe it's just not meant to be. Obstacles, or I keep thinking oppression. Oppression keeps popping into my head. Are you being oppressed? Offensive? No. Offense, defense. I don't know. But there's forces trying to work against you. Whatever the O word is for that. Obstacles help you grow. The O word for people trying to keep you from achieving your goal, I can't think of what it is meant to distract you and ultimately make you fail. Man. You know, in Aries reading, there was something about foggy brain, and Libra and Aries are opposite signs. They're sister signs, I think, is what it is. So there might be something in Aries reading for you. I do personally tend to find that sometimes my opposite signs also tend to resonate for me. Actually, if I'm being completely honest, if I feel drawn to a reading, regardless if it's a sign that it is or isn't one of my top 3, I tend to find that something in it resonates for me. So if unity, that's showing up really funny. Taking to heart. What I remember from this card, and it's been a while since I've used these decks, so taking to heart. See how that sweet little girl's in her dress and the goose is just kind of barging through. I remember this card speaking of not taking it to heart. And it's making, this is popping into my head. Not taking what these people are doing to heart. It's not personal. They're just perhaps they're just people who have lost sight of their ten of Pentacles. Who knows? But anyway, let's see if that card pops out. I might find the meaning of it when I go back into... Okay, needs before wants. Because Libra needs to know. What oracle card will best suit or be helpful for our Libras? I've got a funny way of licking my fingers, don't mind me. I like to get them all at once. Alright, I'm going to shuffle one more time, and then if nothing comes out, I'm going to take the card that's at the top of the deck. 1313 was just on the clock. I love 13s. I feel like 13 symbolize transformation, endings, and endings just mean new beginnings. We are about at the end of the snake year. Skins are shedding. Oh, shit. I was going to take the card at the top. I got distracted, you guys. Okay, here we go. Standing tall. I'm also going to take that needs before wants. I'm also going to read that to you as well because that one felt like it really meant something here. Standing tall. As Wildwood's coven mother, Valonia, watches over her witches from her treetop abode, as she has for over 50 years, she is proud of them all, and although she is their chief, she regards herself as there to serve them. She is mindful of their needs and finds her own spirit lifted when she lifts theirs. In this way, goodness begets goodness, and Valonia's example ensures that Wildwood remains a bastion of healing and love. I think that says a lot about how the tarot is asking you to carry yourself through this hard time. Okay, let's go. Taking to heart. Take to heart. Taking to heart. I can't remember what it was already. Taking to heart. Today is the solstice, and Emily Meadows wears her finest for the occasion. She feels very grown up and regal, but it only takes an obstinate goose to barge past, and Emily feels like just a humble witch again. But she knows not to take it personally, after all. The goose wasn't being rude. It's much harder when people say or do hurtful things. Realize that opinions contrary to your own are just that, opinions. They're just people projecting their own reality, and it can't affect yours unless you allow it to. The goose wanders off, and Emily feels special once more, with neither party taking it personally, as it should be. do with that as you will. I am wishing you the best. And I probably said this already. I really can't remember what I've already said in this reading at this point. But if you feel called to, please tell me about your experience and how it resonates with this reading. If you can make it past all of the jumbled up goodness in the beginning. I would love feedback. I would really like to try to keep putting myself out there to help people. And I'd like to get better at it. And like I said, I will get my email and my Instagram posted, so that way you can reach out to me for a free reading. I'm only doing 10 right now. And we're going to see how that goes, okay? Thank you. Have a good night.